Hey guys, welcome to Vocab Through Practice, where we are going to be learning some vocabulary words related to some kind of topic, and afterwards we're going to practice using them in speaking. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about historic places, and this is a very popular topic for part 2 and part 3, where you need to describe some kind of historic location, some kind of historic place, maybe some kind of monument that you enjoy. Yeah, there's a lot of examples of this and a lot of monuments you could choose. I recommend choosing, usually if you get that kind of topic, some place from your own hometown which is historic. Usually every single hometown in the world has some kind of historic place, at least one. And so just choosing the best one from your country is usually the easiest because you learn in your own language some words and some ideas to describe that place. So it's usually the easiest to talk about those. So that's what I recommend. The first word that we're going to be learning today is protect and preserve. Kind of like a double. I recommend you to use these two words together. It's kind of a collocation of three words. Protect, of course, means to not let some kind of place or location in danger, and preserve means to continue to keep some kind of place safe. So protect is like short term, preserve is long term, keeping something in the same way as it was in the past, like preserving some kind of natural habitat, preserving a building, all these things, it means keeping it safe for a long period of time. The next word is spontaneously. Spontaneously means like out of the blue, right? Like kind of without thinking about it previously. It is the opposite of like planned. So something that's planned is like thought about for a long time, whereas something spontaneous is thought about for 2 seconds. So yeah, spontaneously is something done quickly. The next word is reap the benefits. Reap the benefits is kind of like a, I guess, idiomatic phrase, idiomatic language. It's not really an idiom. And reap the benefits means to collect your rewards for waiting for something, or basically for doing something. So for example, like you can say that you are reaping the benefits of your business. You are like collecting all of the bonuses of having that business. Like in a situation when a business is giving you a lot of benefits, you are reaping them. Kind of like, in a field, you have a scythe and you collect all the benefits. That is called reaping. The next phrase is occurs faster. This is like a collocation, and it basically means happens faster. Of course, occurrence is a synonym of the word like event or situation. So whenever you say occurs faster, it means happens faster. The next word is going to be ultramodern commercial building. This is an example of a phrase, kind of like three words altogether. They all have different meanings, but the biggest thing that you should take away from this is you can use this to describe skyscrapers. So you can say something along the lines of like, Nest 1 in Tashkent is an ultra-modern commercial building, or the Empire State Building was an ultra-modern commercial building. At least at that time it was, today not necessarily, but this is basically like a three-word collocation to describe skyscrapers. The next word is going to be authority. Authority is a noun which has a couple different meanings. The main one would be like the police, or the, I guess, government forces of your country. That is the authority. Authority basically means like, the group of people or the something that controls others. Authority is basically police or judges or the government. That is the authority in some country. The next word related to the topic of historic places and buildings could be natural disaster. So that is like an earthquake, a tsunami, a hurricane, or a tornado, something that can potentially destroy human buildings. That is called a natural disaster. And some of them can be like very devastating, so devastating natural disaster, or they can be minor natural disaster. All of these are great collocations, great phrases to use for this topic. The next one is shape future events. So shape future events is, it comes from the word shape, which in this case is actually not a noun. You're not talking about like a circle or a triangle or whatever. You are using it to describe doing something or making something into something else. You are like molding it, you're shaping it with your own hands, I guess. That's kind of a good way to look at it. So whenever you say shape future events, it means to make future events into something else. You are like controlling future events, basically. So you can use this to describe like a building. You could say like the architecture of the 19th century shaped today's architecture, whatever. In this case, Not future events, but future something. Basically, shape, future something is a quite good collocation. The last word for today is dive deeper into. And this means basically to go into some kind of topic, to go into some kind of idea, right, and learn more about it. For example, you can dive deeper into architecture. You can learn more about architecture. You can dive deeper into the topic. I guess that's a pretty good collocation for this phrase. And it basically just means to learn more information about any kind of topic. Great collocation. I recommend you to learn this one and use it for different topics. So that's about it. You should try to memorize these words, learn them, learn what they mean, learn some collocations, maybe some of the ones that I mentioned myself. And then later down the line, we're going to be practicing this vocabulary through speaking. I'll see you there.